Hey golfers, in this next video I'll be talking about weight in feet during golf swing. Keep watching. Hey, it's Troy from hittingitsolid.com here. Thanks for watching. So this video is all about weight in feet during golf swing. This is really key because it's pointless in the golf swing making any swing changes if your feet, the weight in your feet, the way it's distributed during the golf swing, if it is putting you out of balance, any sort of swing changes you make won't be as effective as what they could be. So vitally important. Now, if you move your weight incorrectly, you can cause anything from slices, hooks, pulls, fat and thin shots. And that would mean getting too much weight in your toes or too much weight in our heels. Either one of those is really destructive for your golf game. So a really common one, and this is something I'm guilty of, and that's getting too much weight in your toes in particular during the golf swing. Very common amongst golfers. So from this angle here, I'll show you down the line. As I go back, this is very common amongst golfers. It's really hard to really pick up there. If you look closely at this, particularly this rear foot, to have that coming off the ground, and straight away as soon as I do that, it's pushing my weight closer to the ball, gets my butt here further away from where it started, gets you into a taller position, and from there, unless you do some sort of correction in your downswing, you'll very likely come down steep, cause you a lot of slices or pulls depending on what your face is doing at impact. So the way your feet, the weight is distributed in the swing, very, very important. So from this angle, so this would be too much on the toes, and less common I find amongst golfers is on the heels, much less common. So from this angle here, and a great way to point out, to really figure out whether you're doing this right or wrong, is really look at your swing on video, particularly from this angle down the line. Keep an eye on your feet, particularly that trail foot, and just see what it is doing in the golf swing. Look at it really closely, see what the heel's doing, and that'll give you a clue as to why you might be hitting certain shots. Because what I've found with slicers, typically they'll have too much weight in the toes on the backswing, and on the downswing they'll do the same. That pushes the club over more this way. They'll come down steep, cut across the ball. If you're someone that puts too much weight in the heel, you can also slice it, because you'll put too much weight on the heel this way, and then to counterbalance it on the downswing, you'll push it back the other way and push all the weight back this way. So ideally, you want to be getting the weight very centered in your feet in the golf swing. Really important. Okay, ideally what I'd like to see you do is keep more weight right on about the middle in that sort of arch section of your foot, so you feel a lot more balanced. So as I get over one here, really feel like you're just nice and balanced. And what you can do is make really slow swings and really feel like as you swing back and through, that you're really getting that sensation that the weight is really even, somewhere smack bang in the middle of that, of your feet, throughout the golf swing. It'll obviously get up on those toes at the finish, but at least through the backswing and most of that downswing, really feel like that weight is right in the middle. Now, there's a couple of ways you can practice this to get really good at it. First one is, you can do this with an alignment stick, an old club, maybe an old broomstick handle. Stand on top of it, put it pretty much right in the middle of your foot, and just make really slow swings and really feel like you don't push any weight forward or back during that swing. So I'm just going to go nice and slow, feeling like I'm keeping that weight right in the middle of that alignment stick, right through to impact, and then it doesn't come off it till right at the end. This is a really good way to feel what that weight distribution should feel like. If I get onto my toes, straight away I can sort of feel that alignment stick move from underneath me, and that's a very common reason why you're slicing. I see a lot of slicers that focus a lot on their downswing. They focus a lot on shallowing, all that is really important. But if you're not getting that weight distribution right in your feet, any sort of shallowing is going to make it very difficult if your feet are moving too far onto your toes. Now, the other thing you can do, we'll just set up to one again. Instead of standing on the alignment stick, just curl your feet, just your toes, curl them upwards like this. Hopefully you can spot this just on the camera. Curl them up, then make your swing. And you'll feel like that weight's very evenly distributed on those feet all the way through. And that's a great way to really feel that right weight in those feet throughout the golf swing. These tips are really helping you out. Make sure you smash that like button, that really helps me out. Now, another thing that will really help you out with your golf game, I've got a video coming up that talks about weight shift versus hip turn, which ties right in with this video to help you make a great golf swing. So make sure you watch it, it's coming up. Do you want to know how to play in better golf? Click and watch the video on your screen now. It's going to go into more detail about golf weight shift versus hip turn, which ties right in with this video, and this is one of my most popular videos, which I know will really help your golf game out. Do you want to know how you can play even better golf? Consider subscribing to the channel. And remember, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I will get back to you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.